guys, Julia here from JM Squared Vintage. Welcome back to the channel. I am here today with a bins haul. This was kind of a crazy week. I went in kind of intentionally wanting a smaller, lighter week, and the bins just kept giving. It was also like a weirdly calm week at my location, and when that happens, like, you take advantage of it. I mean, it was so hot. We were all just pouring sweat, but you know, the gets were good and I just couldn't stop. But lots of things to get through. I've got, I think, 46 pieces. I paid $1 per item. I've got some really cool finds in here, some serious bolos, some cool kind of interesting pieces, lots to talk about. I can't wait to share it all with you. But before we get started here, first and foremost, if you're new, if this is the first time we're meeting, hello, welcome. I am Julia, that is my name. We talk all things thrifting and vintage and reselling on the internet here. If that sounds like something that you might be into, consider hitting subscribe down below. I would love to have you along on this journey. But without further ado, guys, I actually have a really packed afternoon and I've got a little bit of a time crunch and I've got a lot to get through here. So why don't you go grab yourself a snack, grab yourself a drink. You know I've got my matcha latte. Sit back, relax, and let's get into the goods. So the first thing I have here is not really clothing, and it's something that I initially picked up for my dad, but when I got home and I realized the value of it, I feel like my dad would kill me if I didn't sell this. This is a hat from the Masters. Probably recognize that logo. This is what's called a caddy hat, and no joke, this is just like a regular dad hat, you know, like a soft brim hat. These things retail for $99. Like if you were to go to the Masters and you're to go and buy some merch, $99. This is like the official caddy hat that they wear. And on the resale market, they resell for like $60 to $70, sometimes up to $80. I'm sorry, Dad. I will find you another, but what a cool find. And I'm pretty sure that this was somebody's discard. Like it was kind of in the middle of a bin of clothing, which you usually don't see hats in the bins of clothing in this location. So somebody had this in their hands and put it down. You fools. It's in like perfect condition too, so what a find. And like what a discovery. Just in case you guys see this, I'm sure some of you out there are like around the Georgia area, around the Augusta area, guys. This stuff sells. Just recently I sold a Masters polo for like $45 that I got for $1, so I'll be keeping my eyes out for that logo. Next up here, we've got this cute Zara white sundress. These kind of things from Zara sell really well for me. This is like the top is like a broadcloth, like to about the waist, and then from here down, with the exception of the hem, this is like a heavyweight like t-shirt jersey. So it's just super easy breezy. It's a size medium, great condition. It is newer tag Zara. You can always tell. They have these little logos on here, these little symbols on here. There will either be like a triangle, a circle, or a square. If you are unfamiliar, typically the triangle means that it's part of their, I think it's called Trafalgar or Trafalgar, whatever their T brand is, and that generally means that it's going to be more junior sizing, so it'll fit small. So this will be like a small medium. If it is a square, that means it's part of like the Zara basic line, so it's going to be really true to size. And if it's got a circle, that generally means that it's part of Zara woman, so it's going to have a little bit more generous sizing. Just a little pro tip for yourself if you're shopping in store or if you're shopping online, especially on the secondhand market. But something like this I'll get like probably $28 to $35 on, maybe a little bit more. I'll definitely use that like little white dress, bridal season. You gotta leverage all of those kind of keywords whenever you have an all white dress, because nowadays people have so many events in their bridal season that they need white pieces for. Cool little find. Next up, a blast from the past. I know my sister-in-law will be wanting this. This is a Juicy Couture, brand new with tags, zip, kind of ruched front, like long line sweatshirt. I want to say this is probably not necessarily early Y2K. This is probably more like 2005, 2006. Again, it is brand new with tags, and Juicy stuff does do well. I think that newer Juicy stuff is made in China. Don't quote me on that. But either way, this is a pretty like mushroom brown hoodie. Again, brand new with tags condition. I'll probably see like at least $30 on this, maybe a little bit more. I have to look up like the style and stuff, but Juicy does well for me, and they were not cheap. These are like $100 new. Next up, this is another little new with tag Zara piece, again with the little triangle. This is a cute little cocktail dress, size small. This has like House of CB vibes to it. It's got, you know, a fully boned bodice. The boning goes down to like basque waist, and it's got this pretty swoop in the front. This needs to be cleaned and steamed and like made pretty, and I'll of course photograph this on the mannequin because it's gonna look better with the body on it. But I can 100% see, you know, a sorority girl picking this up for like a little rush event or cocktail event, something like that. Super cute. I'll probably see about $30 on this. It's definitely cocktail. It's definitely a special occasion dress. It is that like nice satin, and I love that it's brown. Brown is just gonna be having a moment this fall. Next up here, now I will pick up great condition cashmere from pretty much any brand. People just love cashmere for obvious reasons. And this is from Talbot's. It's this pretty seafoam green. And I gotta say, like, this feels unworn. Like, there's no pilling whatsoever under the arms. Like, cashmere usually shows signs of wear pretty quickly just because of the way that the nap is. So it's got a nice gather in the back for a little bit of movement, like brand new condition. This is a size large. Any kind of cashmere, I'm generally gonna see like $35 and up, depending on the brand, of course, but Talbot's people love, they know it, they love the fit, they love the sizing. I think I'll do pretty well on this, and I think this will be a pretty quick sell, especially because we are creeping into that fall season. Next up, we've got a little We The Free piece. You know I'm gonna pick up any one of these kind of wispy t-shirts from We The Free. This is a size large, which I love finding from We The Free. They do tend to sell really quick for me, and I think that this is brand new. This doesn't show any signs of wash wear whatsoever. So it's, of course, oversized. It's got that signature kind of diagonal back seam. You know, when I first started picking these things up, I thought that that was a mistake, that kind of twisted back seam, but it is on every single one of their pieces. It's got waffle sleeves, like thermal sleeves with a raw edge. Exposed seams. I'll probably get $25 to $35 on this, and I have no doubt it'll be a quick sell. No doubt whatsoever. Oh, look at the collar. See, it's got that little trim of thermal there. I love the details on these pieces. I will pick up these anytime I see them, especially in that kind of condition. Next up, speaking of cashmere, this is a beautiful, this is like a puntel cashmere. Let me see if I can get you up close because I don't think you can see it from there. Can you see the pattern on that? Like against my hand. So it's like a puntel sweater, but it is made of like whisper soft cashmere. This is from Velvet by Graham & Spencer. Very expensive brand. Look at that collar. Look at the knit on that collar. Isn't that gorgeous? So it's a dolman sleeve, elbow length sleeves with a nice kind of baggy loose fit. And then at the shoulders, it's got this detail. I mean, it's like, when I say that this is light as a feather, it's cashmere, and I can feel the warmth. Like, it is dead of summer here and it is quite warm in this room, and I can feel the warmth that it is providing to my hand right now, but it is just like, I mean, it feels like gossamer. It is light as a feather. It is a size large, and again, this is like brand new condition. Again, another like brand new condition cashmere piece. Now, I've never had a Velvet by Graham & Spencer cashmere piece. Oh, look at the collar. It's ever so subtly scalloped there on that trim. Isn't that cool? So I've never had like a real kind of designed cashmere piece like this. So maybe somewhere $35 to $45, maybe a little bit more. I have to do a little bit more research, but there was no way I was leaving this behind. Again, just like brand new condition. So pretty. Next up, okay, so I don't pick up a ton of kids' clothes. We talk about this all the time, but I do love to pick up mini Bowden. Something about mini Bowden clothing just like makes me smile. I think that they have a really fun way with like textiles and colors. And this is a cute dress. This is like a cotton knit, and then it's got this tiered bottom that's all trimmed in like lurex knit. See how it's got that little bit of sparkle to it? I mean, it needs to be washed and it needs to be like steamed. And this is like a t-shirt. This is kind of like a t-shirt jersey. This is a size, I think 10, 11? 11 to 12. Mini Bowden stuff sells really quick for me. And this is like a perfect back to school thing. So I'm gonna try to prioritize getting this listed just given the time. And I hope this finds its way to some cute little girl's wardrobe and makes her happy. Because this is like, when I think about what I wanted to wear as a kid, like this kind of stuff is the kind of stuff that I dreamed about. Tiered skirts, colorful sparkles, like all the above. Yes, please. And mini Bowden stuff is made so well. It's one of those brands like Janie and Jack, which I always say, like, you know, your kids grow, you know, come into clothes so fast and go out of clothes so fast. So I'm a big proponent of like, buy secondhand, really high quality brands, buy your Janie and Jack, buy, you know, your mini boat, and you'll find them on Poshmark for about the same price that you're gonna pay for like a new thing at Target. And once they've grown out of it, inevitably in like 2 months, resell it for the same price that you got it for, and then rinse and repeat. Like there's no reason that everybody should be buying brand new wardrobes for their kids like every 6 months. Like nobody can afford that. Some people can afford that, but it's a waste. Next up here, okay, this is a brand I want you to be on the lookout for. This is Wild Fang. And this is kind of an unusual piece for Wild Fang, but it is a super in-demand, if niche brand. This is just a button-down printed shirt. Quality is always really nice. They use really nice textiles. But the things that they're really known for are these like boiler suits and jumpsuits. They make these really nice like short sleeve button down shirts that are highly sought after and highly collectible. They do kind of like limited edition prints and stuff. So you want to keep your eyes out for those and for the boiler suits. They retail, I want to say, in that like $150 to $175 range, and they will resell $75, $80. So keep your eyes out for them. Let me know if you've ever found any of those pieces. I'm really interested to hear your experience with it. If you've ever heard of it before, if you've ever found it before, if you've ever sold it before, let us know down below. But this is a great find. I'll probably see like 30 to 35 on this. It is, again, the people really, really love the brand. It's not a big brand, but it's got really devout followers. Next up here, now this is the kind of thing from J. Jill I will pick up anytime. This is a pair of double gauze, like ankle length trousers and this pretty kind of like dark khaki. I love the rope tie, just like the little details. Size large petite, again, getting those kind of petite sizes for those underserved petite folk. I love it. These are in great condition. I'll probably see like 25 to 30 on these. J. Jill never like blows up in terms of price that I'm gonna sell it for. I just know it's gonna be a reliable seller. And it's one of those things that like the quality on J. Jill pieces is always so nice. It's like my favorite kind of thing to sell. Like there's a reason I don't pick up a lot of fast fashion. I do pick up some Zara. I'm very selective with what I pick up from Zara. But you know, at the end of the day, I wanna make sure that I'm getting like quality pieces out of the waste stream and into the hands of people who are gonna wear them again. You know, because they're made to last. And I mean, like, who doesn't want to live their entire life in double gauze? Literally feels like clouds on your skin. Oh, this was an exciting find. Okay, so this is a little black dress. It's kind of bodycon bandage style, think like Hervé Léger. It's not Hervé Léger, but it is Dress the Population, which is a pretty high-end brand. This probably retailed like $400. You see it a lot on like, I know Dress the Population from Rent the Runway, but this is pretty much brand new condition. I think is this actually new with tags? No. But this feels completely unworn. Like there's no signs of any like deodorant marks here. Like I would not be surprised if this never even got out of the closet. So it's just like knee length, bodycon, like super sexy, super form fitted with this sheer top. It is a size XS, and I think I'll probably see sold comps of dresses similar to this are in that $40 to $60 range. Some go up to like $100. I'll never bank on that. I mean, obviously I'll do the research, but you know, it's a great find and for sure a brand to be on the lookout for. It is a brand people know, and you know, the quality is gorgeous. Oh, and look at this. So if you look at the gradation of the bandages, it gets narrower here in the waist. So even if you are somebody who doesn't have a lot of curves, and being an extra small, that's like a big possibility. People, you know, can be built really straight. That'll actually give you curves. Love it. Next up, another gauze piece. This is from Lilyful. Lilyful, I believe, is like a mall brand, but they do have people that really love their stuff. The stuff that I found has been really nice. Again, brand new with tags. It's called the Hermosa Beach Gauze Romper, size medium. It's got the belt attached, which is always exciting when you find it in the bins. The last Lilyful thing that I sold really quickly. I want to say for like $35 or $40, but something like this, I'll probably see like 28 to 35, maybe a little bit more on that. It is a romper, so it's not quite as much of like a wardrobe staple, but it is so soft, and you know, again, brand new with tags. So that's an exciting find. Let me know if you've ever found Lilyful and your experience with it. It's not a brand that retails particularly high, but it does seem to have like a good following. So let me know what your experience has been. Next up here, and this is from one of you actually, I ran into at the bins that day, and you're so sweet. You gave me this Helly Hansen shirt. I do a ton of like active action sports type activewear. This is a tech long sleeve shirt from Helly Hansen. Helly Hansen is one of those brands. This is the logo. If you've ever seen that, or if you're not familiar. Helly Hansen is a Euro brand. They do primarily like ski and mountaineering type gear. And they're very expensive. I want to say that they're based in Norway, and they've just been around for a long time, and they're super highly regarded. And I know a lot of people in that world who literally only wear Helly Hansen. I know like 2 people in particular that I'm thinking of right now, and I probably know more that will literally only wear Helly Hansen gear. So something like this, again, it's like a button-down shirt, but it's very much tech. This is a sweat-wicking shirt. This probably retailed like $150. I will probably see somewhere $35 to $45 on this. Again, Helly Hansen stuff is so, so nice. And it is a size large. Designed and developed in Norway since 1877. You think they've got a storied past? So, thank you so much for giving this to me. I still can't believe you did. But, I really appreciate it, and I will get it into good hands. This is in like perfect condition too. Next up, now this is a weird one. If you have been watching my videos for any amount of time, you will know my policy of if it's weird and well made, pay attention. And this falls right into it. So I found this and I'm like, this is really like high quality fleece. And I don't know how to describe that to you. A lot of cheaper fleece is a lot thinner. It feels flimsy, and this feels just very nice. I still don't understand how this works, how this fits, because this is literally what we're looking at. Maybe it's just kind of like worn like a cape, like this? Like this? I don't know. I'm very confused. Anyway, I picked this up. I just threw it into my bag and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check it out. This is from a brand called Shawl Dolls. It's made in the USA, so it's got a couple of those things that are like, pay attention. And sure enough, these things retail for like $80, $90, and some of them retail $40 to $60. So I'm not quite sure what I'll get on this, but it's definitely a brand I'm gonna be on the lookout for. I will obviously do a little bit more research on it before I do list it. Let me know if any of you guys have, you own a piece of this, you love it, you buy it, you sell it, you found it sourcing, you sold it. Let me know how you've done. So maybe, I don't know, 35 to maybe around $40, going by sold comps, $35 to $40. And like I said, more than anything, I need to go online and like figure out how this thing is worn, so I can actually like photograph it on my mannequin how it's supposed to be worn, because otherwise I just don't know. But very cool find. I'll try to make sure to include this in either like one of my ship with me's that I do on my YouTube channel, or one of my TikTok or Instagram like short form ship with me's. If you don't follow me there, I'll have my handles right here. Be sure to follow me along over on those sites. I'm trying to get better about posting more frequently, but if you want to see more like what I sold it for content, you can find it over there. Shawl Dolls. I am so interested to hear who else has had experience with that brand. So if you want to know the way to my heart, it is through a vintage sweater just like this. Absolutely stunning. Can you see that beading? So that is this, this beading is heavy. Like this is heavy, heavy beading work. It's on the cuffs. Getting close on that. Look at the detail there. Look at how that scallops at the edge. And then it's all the way around the neck and down the front placket. It's connected with hook and eyes. So you can wear it fully closed like this, or you can wear it over a little dress with just that top hook and eye closed. These kind of things, this is definitely wool. I think it might be some kind of like cashmere blend. It's based on the weight of it. It is soft. It's not as soft as cashmere, so I don't think it's full cashmere, but it is definitely wool, and I think that there might be some cashmere or merino in that mix. But it is like, look at that beading. Isn't that incredible? I wish you could feel it. Like it's almost like woven down. There are a few loose threads, but the way that this is beaded, like the actual design of this beading, the few loose threads look like they're little kind of sections of beads that might be missing, but you can't really tell because of the pattern. Like, it doesn't look like anything is missing, which is a real treat when you're dealing with vintage beading. This is about a size small, and I've sold a couple sweaters like this. I need to like put this down because it is so heavy. I've sold a couple others like that in the like $50 to $75 range. They are just beautiful. They're topper pieces, you know, they're completer pieces. You can wear that with any dress. Just, I'm always so delighted to find stuff like that. Oh, this was kind of a cool find. Now, I've found a few of these over the years and they've always sold really well for me. This is a dress from a company called E-Shakti. I don't know if I'm saying that right. E-Shakti. And E-Shakti is one of those brands that you were able to like pick your size, but you could also customize dresses. Like, you could put in your dimensions and they would custom make a dress for you. Like, I know I have a friend who a couple years back got like a little black dress and she was able to like pick the skirt style, pick the bodice style, pick the sleeve style, pick the neck. She sent in her measurements and a couple weeks later, boom, she had a custom made dress and she was super impressed with it. They're, you know, I always found them to be like really nicely made. Their materials are really nice. This is a 2X, which I love to find. It is a dress. This is like a gray heather jersey, but look at this embroidery work on the bottom. That's so pretty. So the last couple E-Shakti dresses that I sold around, one I think sold for about $50 and one sold in like the $65 range. They weren't like particularly super expensive to purchase. I want to say that my friend with the custom paid like $150, but they do seem to have a really nice resale value. I think people really like the quality, they like the styles. You know, and something like this in a jersey, this is gonna be like a comfortable dress. I love the collar on this. It's got this nice spread collar and like a button front, and then there's like a little contrast stitching detail. So, you know, maybe around $35 to $40, maybe up a little bit on this. Let me know if you are familiar with the brand, if you've ever sourced it, if you've ever, you know, like found, like, let me know how you have done with E-Shakti pieces. Oh, yes. Okay. So I don't pick up a lot of surf brands. I talk about this a lot. I'll pick up select like Billabong dresses or kimonos, especially the ones that are 100% cotton. But I saw this and I knew exactly what it was. See that thing on the back here? So this is what's called a surf suit. And I'd be really surprised if you find this like anywhere that's not near an ocean, because this is very specifically something that somebody would wear to surf. So it's got this high neck, and you're supposed, like, this thing is something that you see on wetsuits to help yourself get into it from the front if you're all by yourself. It's got the high neck, it's got the long sleeves. I like that it's got the open back. And I like the pattern on it. Like, I love these colors. This feels absolutely positively brand new. These retail, I want to say like $150. They are not cheap. This would be somebody's like entire surf outfit for the day. They might throw on shorts over it, but for the most part, you're just going to be out in this. A lot of these resell in like the $40 to $60 range. And again, this is like brand new condition. Like, I'm looking at the seat here. There's no like wear in areas that would get wear if you were out surfing. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was maybe worn once, maybe not worn at all. This was an exciting find. I've never found one of these on the resale market. I know what they are. I have friends who really like, this is what they wear to surf. It's an exciting find because they are not cheap. And I want to say this is a size medium, and it is really like cute as well. So that's an exciting find for me. That's probably not something for everybody. I'd be really interested if you ever found one of those anywhere off of the coast. Like, let me know if you've ever found one in like Wisconsin or Texas. Like, I'm really interested, but that was definitely a cool find. So this was an interesting find. I typically don't pick up Polo Ralph Lauren unless it's like for me, I like some vintage preppy stuff, but this is the Big Pony. So get a look at that in reference to the size of the polo shirt. So Big Pony is, I believe, just the higher end showing of the Polo Ralph Lauren line. It is something that people search for. If you ever find one, you want to make sure that you're using the keyword Big Pony. They retail, I want to say $150 for a polo. And on the resale market, you'll see a lot of them in that $40 to $60 range. Like, Big Polo is sought after. So this is an exciting find and definitely something to keep your eyes out for. I've never found a Big Pony piece. Definitely not in the bins. Oh, yes. I was so excited to find this. House of CB is a London-based designer, and this is like a bandage dress. And my God, you can just feel the quality. And I've got to say, guys, if you are in the market for like a formal dress or like a cocktail dress, honest to God, like mall brands are catching up to the pricing of House of CB. I want to say that this retailed for like $200, but the quality on everything I've ever touched from House of CB is like off the charts. So if you are between like a $160 dress from Macy's or a $200 dress from House of CB and the style is something that you're into, guys, get the House of CB. Also, they resell for a great price. This is, I have this down in my spreadsheet and I can't remember what it's called, but it is really beautiful. There's like a little speck of something down here that I think I can get out with some of my gentle cleansing methods, but this is the logo. It's a size extra small. It's this beautiful like lavender color. It's midi length. That's true midi. That's gonna hit like mid calf and it's bodycon all the way down. I will always have a little heart flutter when I see a House of CB piece. But guys, I gotta say, if their stuff is your style, the quality cannot be beat. Like literally cannot be beat. They're not cheap, but they're not $400 or $500. And again, those mall brands are catching up in terms of price to what House of CB is putting out. So I will probably see, it looks like sold comps on this one are in that $80 to $100 range. So I have no doubt that that'll go really quickly, and I'm gonna take that down to the laundry and see what I can do with those little specks. Something like this, if I can't get it out like gently, I'll take that down to the dry cleaners, because this will be worth, you know, whatever the 10 or 12 bucks that it costs to have it dry cleaned by a pro. Next up, this is another one from my friend. This is a little Dolls Kill crop top from Current Mood. Anything Dolls Kill sells really quick for me. This is just a little wisp of a thing. It's a little cotton crop top. It's got a smocked back. It is in fantastic condition, size medium. I'll probably see somewhere 25 to 30 on this. It's about what I see on Dolls Kill pieces like this, but always a great find. I urge you to familiarize yourself with the brands that are sold on Dolls Kill. Make sure you are using Dolls Kill as a keyword in the title, because people will not always search for the specific brands, but they will search for Dolls Kill. In the same way that like Revolve sells a million different brands, Dolls Kill does the same, but with a very specific aesthetic. So thank you again for this. I can't believe you didn't want it. Really appreciate it though. Okay, so this was one that I picked up because the quality on it felt incredible. So this is a sweatshirt. It's got exposed seams on it. The sleeves, like the elbow patches, are like hiking trousers. If you've ever felt like hiking trousers, they have that kind of like high denier textile feel to it. The brand on this is PLC. Again, it also had that really nice tag on it. It's a size XL. PLC, I found the abbreviation for it. It's like Play Life Creations or something like that. I'll put it down here. They do retail like $150. I'm interested to see how this does on the resale market. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot out there, but it is so nice. So definitely something I wanted to pick up. Again, you know, like just the quality is there. Like look at the pit gussets. Like there was no expense spared in manufacturing this. Like everything about it, like the way that these are all double stitched, the way that these are edged, the textile, the way that that's attached. I mean, there was no expense spared in manufacturing. So I have no doubt that that'll go maybe, I don't know, $35 on this. Kind of an interesting find. Let me know if you've ever had experience with this brand. It is lovely. Next up here, we've got a little sundress from Angie. Angie's one of my favorite little bread and butter brands. People really love it. It is definitely a boutique brand. It's a cute little high-low sundress with a strappy back. It's got that kind of strap lattice on it. These kind of things, they'll go around $20, but they usually sell super quick. I will only pick these up at the bins if I'm getting them for like $1, $2. But if you do find them cheap, grab them because they do sell. Next up, oh, this is a cute little piece from Free People. I love this eyelet. It's like a super voluminous blouse. This is a cotton eyelet, like lightweight cotton eyelet. Such an unusual eyelet as well. Look at that. And then the body is ultra lightweight gauze. Button front, super flowy, super boho, and this feels brand new. It's a size medium. It's really cute. I think I'll see probably 30 to 35 on this, maybe a little bit more. I think that, like I said, I'm pretty sure that this is a newer piece, so I think it'll move pretty quick. So pretty. Next up, oh, this was an exciting find. This is a beautiful silk blouse from Vince. Love finding Vince, a shockingly expensive brand. And isn't this so pretty? This, first of all, feels absolutely brand new. It is 100% silk, semi-sheer. You would definitely have to wear something underneath. And it's this really interesting blue stripe. Almost looks like you drew stripes with a pen and then spilled water on it. It just kind of has that like watered down look. It's definitely a print, you know, it's intended to be that way. And again, just perfect condition. This probably retailed for like $300. It's size 8. I'll probably see somewhere between $35 and $50 on this. I've sold Vince silk blouses kind of in that range before, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but either way, I mean, to find something like this in the bins completely unscathed, not a pick, not a smudge, not a nothing. It's perfect. This looks like it came right off of a hanger in the store. I always wonder how things like this end up in the bins. Next up, we've got another little Free People raglan t-shirt. I like the brown and green color. It's We the Free. It's size medium. This, you know, just a basic little t-shirt, super soft, great condition. This will probably go. This feels very Y2K to me. Like this is something that I would have worn in like, you know, upper high school, college. And I'll probably see, you know, 20 to 25 on this. Again, these We the Free t-shirts just sell so well for me. And something like this is kind of unusual for We the Free, so I like it. Next up here, I've sold 1 million of these. I'm gonna sell 1 million more. It's one of those cute little boho lace kimonos. This is by Rebellion again. I've sold this exact one. I wanna say like 3 of them just this summer. They will always sell. This one is in like perfect condition, which is always nice with something like this. It is a more delicate piece. It's a size medium. I just think like it's a boutique brand. It's something that they probably sell at little, you know, like a tourist shop or whatever, but I just think that they make an outfit so special. Like they look a lot more expensive than they are. I'll probably see somewhere between $15 and $20 on this, but I have no doubt that this will sell super quick, just like all the other ones that I have. You know, definitely use your kimono, swimwear, you know, swim cover up, beach cover up. Make sure you're covering all bases with this because some people will wear this like as part of an outfit and some people will use this as a swim cover up. Next up here, this is a really cool We the Free piece. It's a sweatshirt. It's got kind of like nubby knit sleeves. It's kind of nice and wide on the sleeves, exposed seams, of course, oversized. Look at that cool trim on that. Seeing that there? This is a size large. It's V-neck. It's kind of like poncho style. It's hooded. Again, like brand new condition. Something like this from We the Free, I'll probably see somewhere in that $40 mark. The We the Free line just sells really quick for me, and I'm always excited to find, like I'm excited to find the t-shirts, let alone a more substantial piece like this. And it's just super cool design. Ooh, like pockets too, like serious pockets, good size pockets. Always the details with Free People that move me, but yeah, this was a cool find. Definitely a cool find. Next up, we've got another piece from Jas. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but from here on out, I'm just gonna call it Jas. So this is a little romper. It is a faux wrap style. It's got a drawstring waist here, cute pattern shorts. It's a size medium. This feels absolutely brand new. Nice wide sleeves that hit about wrist length, maybe 3/4 length. Something like this I'll probably see like 25 to 30 on because it is a romper, but again, perfect condition. I have a dress from them listed. It hasn't sold yet, but it's one of the pieces that gets the most attention in my closet. So I'm gonna keep picking them up, especially if I'm finding them at that bins price. Next up, ooh, this is a brand I love finding. This is Holding Horses. Now, I don't know if they only existed really like, because I feel like I haven't been able to find the first Holding Horses piece that I found said on the tag, Holding Horses for Anthropologie. And every other piece that I found, and I found a few, just say Holding Horses, like this one. I don't know if I've ever been able to find them like outside of Anthropologie. So maybe they're just like a small boutique brand, but people love it. And this is like a pretty purple and pink plaid. It's like a crinkle gauze, ultra lightweight with a nice kind of like breezy silhouette. It's buttoned down, perfect condition, size 12. The thing I love about Holding Horses pieces is the details on them are like next level. Like Anthropologie always has a lot of like great details. Free People always has a lot of great details. But Holding Horses details are like, look at this smocking on the shoulder. Look at how that embroidery drops down below the smocking. I just love the details. Something like this I'll probably see 35, maybe a little bit more on. That's about what I've seen on Holding Horses pieces, but it is a label I love to find, especially in the bins. Next up, speaking of Yas, it's maxi length. It's the same style bodice, but it's maxi length. It's got this really voluminous skirt, like tiered lace. There's a couple little stains on here, which I think are from the bins, so I should be able to get them out no problem, but otherwise, like, what a pretty, like, you know, if somebody's eloping or they want like a comfortable dress for like their bridal brunch, something like this feels so special. Like, look at that tiering. Isn't that beautiful? Like, I'm kind of surprised because this brand is, in the grand scheme of dresses like this, relatively inexpensive. This probably was like $100, $125. And like the amount of work on it, the amount of like details on it, the fabric, the embroidery, like there's a lot going on here in a really beautiful way. I'm just like, everybody keep your fingers crossed that I can get those little stains out, no problem. But I'll probably see, and I'll use all of the bridal keywords with this: little white dress, beach wedding, elopement, all that kind of stuff. Because this could easily be like an elopement dress. This could be something that you throw in your suitcase because it doesn't wrinkle. You throw in your suitcase, you take out, you get married on the beach and call it a day. It is an extra small though, so it may take a little bit more time, but it's really lovely. Next up, this is a kid's swimsuit from Crew Cuts. I will pick up Crew Cuts when I see it, and I gotta say, I don't see a lot of Crew Cuts in the bins. Hopefully that means it's like parents passing it between parents because their stuff is made really well. But this is a UPF sunsuit, and these kind of things are very expensive. So this is a cute little kind of organic dot. It looks a little bit like a leopard print, and then it's got this contrast hot pink. Actually, what size is this? I've got a friend with a daughter, I think, coming up on this age. I might save this for her because I know how expensive these things are. And this is in like brand new condition, just like the tiniest hair of picks on the bum. So it has been worn, but not much. These things, like I said, I think that they retail in the $80 mark. I would probably see somewhere $20 to $30 on the resale market for it, but I just need to like double check sizing, because if this is going to be my friend's kid size next year, I'm gonna save it for her. And yes, I am the designated thrifter for all of my friends. Happy to do it. It's one of the things that brings me, I love finding things for my friends. Like, I love it. Next up, okay, this was kind of cool. This is from a brand called Ball of Cotton. I just recently sold something from them. I think that this is vintage. I think that this is maybe 90s, but it's this beautiful, this feels like a linen sweater. It's got that nice like floppy drape to it. It is an extra small, but look at this. This feels very log and look to me. It's got that interesting kind of handkerchief hem. It is multi-layer too. So you got like one, and it goes all the way up. It's got like nice high side vents on that top layer. So it's gonna drape. It's not gonna like catch on your jeans. So you have like 2 layers on the front and 1 layer on the back, and they're all uneven. So it just makes for a really interesting sweater, and it is kind of tunic length. So the last one I just sold, I wanna say I sold it for like $35 or so. The quality on this is beautiful. I'm interested to hear if any of you have ever found Ball of Cotton pieces. When I look it up, all I can find is Ball of Cotton manufacturing, and maybe this is a line that the manufacturer makes, but the quality is gorgeous. And I love this style. I would definitely use that log and look, art to wear. Like, this fits very much in that kind of aesthetic. And I just love the drape of that. I do think it's rayon. I don't think it's actually linen, but it has that drape to it. Next up, this is a little swim top from Athleta. These kind of swim tops do really well for me. It's just kind of like a crop. It's got a little shelf bra on the inside. These kind of things retail for like 60 bucks a piece. I'll probably see about $20 on this. This feels brand new. There's no wear and tear to the screen print on the inside, which is usually your tell if it's seen a lot of wear. And like I said, this feels brand new. And the other big tell is if the cups that are inside the little foam pieces, you know when you wash them, they fold over, they become a nightmare. Like, this doesn't even necessarily feel like it's got a crease in it. So this is maybe never worn or like only hand washed. Either way, nice little find. I'll always pick up Athleta Swim. Like, their swim stuff is really nice. We are getting there, guys. Okay, next up, this is a little hooded poncho kimono from Michael Stars. I don't pick up a lot of Michael Stars, but something like this, I know it'll go. Again, I will use that swim cover up. It is hooded. This feels brand new. It's got front pockets. like nice high slits on the side. So I will use swim cover up, I will use kimono, I will use topper piece. You know, Michael Stars is one of those like alarmingly expensive brands. This probably retailed for like $150. They use really beautiful textiles though. So like that's kind of their claim to fame. They make really great basics. And you know, they don't resell for a super high amount. So if you're looking for some great like basic t-shirts for yourself, check out Michael Stars on the secondhand market because you will find some bargains. Yeah, something like this again, you know, probably somewhere 25 to 35. I love this stripe. And it is like embroidered. This isn't printed. This is like a woven stripe. I'll have to do a little research on this. I've never found anything like this from Michael Stars. Next up here, oh, this was such an exciting find. So this is a pair of brown cords, straight leg. And when I looked, there was like no branding on the outside, but it felt really nice. I got in close on the button. I don't know if you can read that, but that reads Helmut Lang. This is a pair of Helmut Lang corduroys. Helmut Lang is like a high-end designer, super, super expensive. These probably retailed for like $400. It is a straight leg, it is a brown cord. It's like perfect timing for fall. It's a size, I think 27? Yeah, size 27, made in Italy. This is really like a great find. I'll probably see somewhere. Now, if these were skinny, I wouldn't see nearly as much for them. But because they are straight leg, because they kind of feel vintage, I'll probably see $40, $50 for them, maybe a little bit more. Helmut Lang is just one of those crazy expensive designers. So an exciting find, especially for the bins. And I just, like, this screams fall. I think that that'll move in no time flat. Next up, this is an interesting thing. I've heard a lot about this brand. This is from a brand called Built. I know a lot of guys who really love these shirts. I think that they retail for like 45 or 50 bucks. They're these, you know, they make these like high-end kind of tech basics. This is a Henley tee. I see a lot of sold comps on this in like the $25 to $35 range, so we'll see. Let me know if you do Built, if you love Built, if your husband loves Built, if your kids love Built. Let me know your experience with it. This is a size large and in like brand new condition. Oh, here's the logo. You'll see that logo on the bottom hip here. Let me know how you do with Built. I mean, the quality is gorgeous. This feels really nice. It's got those nice like flat lock seams, so there's no chafing. You know, it's got all the bells and whistles for a basic. And it's got that rounded hem, which apparently guys really like. Next up, this is a spider core sweater. I know that these are sold at Costco now. I don't know if the core sweaters are, but they are. You'll see them all over ski towns. They're great like mid layers. They're great for spring skiing. And I've never really seen the pink. You see a lot of the black, the white, and the gray. Pink is nice. Now, this isn't gonna resell for what it used to resell for like 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, they were in super high demand. But something like this, I want to say that this is a size large. I'll get like 35 bucks on, and it'll be a quick sell because people really do love these. These are great like multitaskers if you're going on a ski trip. You know, they dress up nice. You can wear them out to dinner. You can wear them on the hill. Most people traveling to a ski resort aren't necessarily going to have like room to pack 3 different jackets. So next up, this is another one from my friend. She grabbed this for me. She knows I love Vineyard Vines. Just a nice little tech polo and a pretty stripe. It's got the whale. This is definitely like a tech fabric. It feels like a tech fabric. It's a size small. Something like this I'll go $25 on. The polos don't go for as much, but the fact that this is a tech polo will bode well for it. I love the colors. It's super cheerful. And I'll tell you one thing, if this doesn't sell by next summer, I have somebody who I'm going to give this to because I know that he would look phenomenal in this. So great little find, relaxed fit. I do love Vineyard Vines. It sells well for me. I know it doesn't sell well for everybody, but if you have never tried it before, give it a try. Just make sure you're sourcing it cheap. So if it doesn't sell for a while, you know, you're not kicking yourself because you paid $10 for it. I wouldn't call this a bolo brand. It's definitely, if you've never dipped your toes in, a tester brand. Next up in the vintage world, I'm pretty sure I had this, and I'm pretty sure I wore this to the club when I was like 21 years old. This is like a Muppet sweater, cropped bolero. I would have worn this over like a lingerie style top that I probably got at Express on clearance because I didn't have a ton of money, but this is BB and I probably would have bought this also on clearance. It's definitely vintage, Y2K. That is one of the older tags, that baby Moda. But super cute, size small for sure. This I'll probably get $30, $35 on, and almost guaranteed this will be a Depop sale. This is the kind of stuff that sells really well for me on Depop. And it's so red hot right now. Like, I will keep you abreast of trends, but like right now, that Y2K look, literally they call it bimbo core, which I have thoughts, but that is the vibe right now. That's what the kids are looking for these days. Next up here, I've got this gorgeous 100% linen knit sweater from Sundance. This is like feather light in perfect condition. This feels absolutely positively brand new. It's got this beautiful pin tucking, this kind of like abalone shell buttons. It's like a loose fit, size medium. This thing is gorgeous. I'll probably see $35, $40 on this, no problem. I don't see Sundance that much anymore, but when I do have it, people love it. People just really love the brand. They know the quality, they know the style, they know the fit, and they love it. And to find something like this that is in absolutely perfect condition, like it is so lightweight, to find something like this in perfect condition in the bins is a real treat. We are almost there, guys. I think we got 3 or 4 more pieces. Tell me why I'm sourcing for holiday already. This is from Zara, but I will never turn down like a holiday piece because they sell so well. I might not even list this for another month or two, but it's this like sparkly green sweater. It's lightweight, it's semi-sheer, it's ribbed, and it's got a little tie neck. It is newer tag Zara. It's a size large, which I love to find. I'll probably see like $25, $30 for this in like the holiday season. This is the kind of thing that like you can wear to work all day before your holiday party and still feel festive. You know, it's a good versatile piece that isn't like a cocktail dress. Like if you're going to a place where you don't need a cocktail dress, something like this really brings the mood, but you know, still keeps you comfy. Next up, this is a little linen piece from Joe's Jeans. It's funny, I see a lot of Joe's Jeans in the bins and I don't pick it up all that much, but every time I've ever picked up a piece, it sells really quick. I forget that it's such a high-end brand, and you see it in like your really high-end malls here, but this is a 100% linen t-shirt. I picked it up because it's linen, honestly. It's got a curved hem, it's got short sleeves, it's a size medium, it's in perfect condition. I'll probably see like $25 on this. And watch, this will sell in like 2 days, and I'm gonna change my mind on Joe's Jeans. I don't pick up the jeans so much anymore, but it's the other pieces like the maxi skirts or the t-shirts. Anytime I've picked one up, because I'll pick it up because the textile is really nice or the style is nice, it sells super fast. But I'm still gonna advise caution on the brand. Don't necessarily pick it up at full price. Try to keep it on those dollar days, your bins, you know, yard sales, anywhere you can get it for like $1, $2, $3. It is very nice though. Next up, okay, so I picked this up. And like, I love the pattern. It's ultra lightweight. Like the skirt is really nice. And then I turned it around and I felt the smocking. So the smocking doesn't feel like, I mean, like when I'm looking at the detail, when I'm looking at how it's done on the inside, I can tell that it's nice. But like at first glimpse, it doesn't feel like the most high quality smocking. But I think that's because the fabric is so like lightweight in between. When I saw the logo, it looked really familiar, but not really. Like it looks like something that I've seen before. And this brand, oh my God, this is like a $300 or $400 dress. Banjanan? Banjanan. It's a size extra small. The resold comps on this are in the $100 range. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, talk about a surprise. And I mean, something that if I didn't have like spidey senses out, I probably wouldn't have picked it up just because of the way that that smocking feels. But again, like feeling it against other smocking that I think feels really nice. I think the big difference is that the smocking is not really close together and that fabric is just like gossamer light. So what a find. Let me know if you are familiar with this brand, if you've sold it before, if you've found it before, if you have a dress. But I'm like, look at that. I mean, it's fully lined, cotton lawn, tiered with ruffles. It's just beautiful. This is gonna like wash and steam up beautifully for photography. I don't think that this will sit around at all. I love finding these kind of bolo brands. And finally, speaking of bolo brands, this is a big time one. This is a brand called Joa Brown. If you are unfamiliar with them, get familiar with them. Very, very expensive. This probably retailed like $120. This is a little like nothing t-shirt. It just kind of ties in the middle. It's supposed to be worn like oversized to drape down. It's size small, medium. Like sold comps on this are like $40, $50. So you can imagine what a more substantial piece from Joa Brown is gonna go for. Let me know what other Joa Brown pieces that you have found while you're sourcing. Let me know like what you got them for, how fast you sold them, what you sold them for. Like also just like let me celebrate your wins. But what a cool find. I mean, I've never found Joa Brown. I've found Joa Brown in the regular thrift. I've never found it in the bin. So this was exciting. And I can 100% see why somebody would have like seen this and gone right past it if you weren't like necessarily looking for the tag or really familiar with like the quality of the fabric. Like this just looks like somebody modified a t-shirt, but I'll take it. But that is it, guys. That is the haul for this week. Considering the fact that I wanted to go a little bit lighter, I have failed miserably. So I think I failed in the right direction though. Some really great new Bolo brands and some great finds. Like I'm super pumped. But for all of you numbers nerds out there, I have 44 pieces. So that means that I invested $44 and the retail value on all of this is a whopping $6,000. I think I've got somewhere between $1,300 and $1,400 in sales here. That'll bring me to a profit of somewhere between $1,000 to $1,100. And with a $44 investment, that brings me to a return on investment of just under 24x, which I will take any day, all day, and twice on Sundays. But guys, thank you so much for hanging with me while I do these hauls. I always have so much fun, and I've got to say the day that I am filming this, today, like the day I'm filming this, marks the 1-year anniversary of my uploading my first video to YouTube, and I'll never forget it. I was sitting on the phone with my best friend as I hit upload, and I wanted to throw up. Putting myself out there was a really scary thing, and I like schmaltz police. And I just have to say, your kind words all year, like first of all, I can't believe that so many of you have decided to like come and hang with me. Like it's wild. Like I remember hitting my first 100 subscribers. I remember the first time one of my videos hit 100 views. Like it's been a wild ride, and like your kind words means so much to me. I started this because I didn't have anybody in my life that like cared about what I did. So this is like my outreach to find a community, and I think we're building something really beautiful here. So guys, you are so amazing, and I cannot thank you enough for all of your kind words and your likes and your subscribes and watching the videos and like joining me on these parties. Like it means the world to me, and I can never adequately express my gratitude for that. I really can't, and I need to stop myself before I start crying. But guys, without further ado, I've got a stacked weekend. I've got to get going. If you had fun, don't forget to hit like on this video. Of course, don't forget to hit subscribe. I would love to have you along on this journey as we go in for another year of this insanity. But guys, without further ado, have the most beautiful weekend. Happy hunting, and I will see you in the